Hey crafters, it's me, Jen Evers with Quality Crafts, and welcome back. This is actually part 2 of DIY washi, and that's because it was so popular and everyone loved it so much that we decided to do a part 2 and use some of the washi that we created to create some cards. So I'm going to do 3x3-inch cards today. Probably make a little bit of washi because people had voted to do this little angel bear that we didn't get to. And I found the fruit stamp set that I used for the other washi that people really adored, and that was on this other side. So I'll show you those. The cherries and the banana, those are really popular. So we'll do a little bit of that today. And then we'll make some of the little cards. And I want to let you know that the little flowers here are on this stamp set called Life With You Is Good. So these little flowers fit on there, and there's also a little butterfly. And then the little butterflies came from this set, which is in the store. It's called Beautiful Stamp Set. Beautiful by Hampton Art. So you can get that stamp set. And then these little wheels were from this set in the store called Happy Birthday by Hampton Art. And it was this wheel that I used. So if you want any one of these sets that we made washi with, let me flip that one around. You can get these sets in the store. They're 50% off. So instead of being 12, they're only 6. So look for those in qualitycrafts.com. Up in the right hand corner, click on store and then just give it a moment for that to populate and you'll find it under the stamps. This is not one that's in my store, this Fisker's one, but it was just super fun. And so I want to take some time to say hello to everybody who came in for the live chat. And hit the like button if this is something that you really like, to let YouTube know that you really enjoy this content and that we should make more of it. And that way more people will see it. And that helps my channel out. So I really appreciate when you guys do that. So hello to Satomi and Jill. Tamara's here. Michelle Calvert. Anybody who is in blue as a moderator, we really appreciate them. So take some time to thank them for being around as well. Donna Joy is here. Sherry, Jamie, Carol. Hi, Carol. Donna Joy. Let's see. Peddlers Medley. Well, hello. I'm not sure. Should I know your first name? Sometimes your names from Facebook to YouTube and all that is different. And sometimes I just don't remember them all because there's thousands of people in our group now. So don't take it personal if I don't know you right away if I see your name. Cheers to all of you who came. I hope that plenty more are on the way and that you invited a friend today. Hi, Eva. So here's some of the stuff that was already made ahead of time. And I'm going to go ahead right now and move this up. I'm going to do a couple more layers of this washi tape so that some of you guys who maybe weren't with us before could maybe see a little bit of what we were doing. Oh, Peddler's Medley is Sean. Thanks, Sean. I apologize that I didn't know that. Is that a new name for you, or have you always had that one? So this is a totally fun, addicting technique. I just love it. We're going to use the dry ones today, definitely for some cards. So maybe we'll do the cards first. I'm not sure. Wendy, hello from Holland. Wow. Thanks for joining us from Holland. That's awesome. So I don't know, 3 or 4. We'll see what we get to. So we've got an hour. So I definitely want to let everybody know now, if you haven't already heard, if you're not in our group, go over and join the Quality Crafts group on Facebook, because anything that's happening Quality Crafts is going to be listed there. Any video changes and schedule changes and cancellations, things like that are always going to be posted there. But I want to let you guys know, and listen up, peoples. We are changing the schedule. I'm so excited to do a new fall schedule. Number one, because I work full-time aside from being here with you guys, which is my total goal, as you know, is to become full-time, to do what I do and what I'm passionate about here with you guys. Hi, Elizabeth, Sandy. But I do work full-time, and we just purchased a house, my husband Chuck and I. So things are going to get hectic, even more hectic than they were. And so here's the new fall schedule. We are going to continue to do 10-minute cards, where the subscribers send in like whatever they want to try to stump me, and I've got 10 minutes to take it from mailbox to masterpiece, which is a totally fun series. Everyone is really digging that. That's going to happen on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. for sure. That's staying the way it is. We're getting rid of Thursdays, we're getting rid of Sundays, and we're popping that kind of technique, fun playtime on Friday evenings from 5 to 6. We're going to call it Free Play Friday. So you never know what's going to come. But what I'm going to do is every Friday when I do my video, either it's a technique or I'm creating a card or I'm showing you something new, I'm going to tell you and give you a list of supplies for the following week so that you know what to gather up to get together for the next Friday, which will make it a lot easier for you guys to find affiliate links if you need them, to dig through your stash and find the things that you want to use for that next Friday. And I just feel like more people have time on Fridays to be doing that kind of thing. That opens up my weekends for my packing and my moving and stuff, and I'm not going to be jostling around a lot of videos. So it's going to be really, really fun. I'm going to have more time to just get those plans in place for you guys, and I think that's going to be great all around for everyone. So I'm really excited. I hope you guys will join me in that excitement. So let's just review really quick. Wednesdays, the 10-minute card. Try to stump me. Send in your envelopes. And then don't forget, if I choose your envelope, which I do them in order as I received, I make the card and then I send that card back to you. So you get a Jen Evers Quality Crafts original card. Super cool. And then every Friday will be Free Play Friday. So that is just going to be super cool. I love that idea. And so let's get on with what we're going to do today. So if you missed the washi tape one that we did previous to this one, just go ahead and go to my channel. It's going to be the very last video that was done. So, because there hasn't been anything since then. So it's going to be really cool. You didn't miss seeing it though, because this is what I made live on stream. We did smiley faces, swimming dolphins, some little Mickey Mouse. Oh, Chuck, can you let Liney out? And then some bears and some birds we did. And so we can do some more. And then these are ones that I did before. And I've already gone through. Hi, Mildred and Linda and everyone. These 3 sets I used. This wheel, these little flowers from this set, and the little butterfly from this set. And these 3 sets are right now in the store half off. They're no longer $12. They're $6, so you can get those. And then the fruit one, the 2 fruit ones, I used this one. So I believe Penny's going to look and see if we can find this through Amazon. It's a Fisker's brand called Fresh Fruit. Super cute. And so we'll try to make some cards with that. We're going to make 3x3 cards with it today. And we are at 5 minutes after the hour, so I am going to get started. I went ahead and used 110-pound white Neenah cardstock, cut it in 6x3 so that when we fold it in half, it's going to be a 3x3 card. You can do really big cards if you want. You don't have to do little cards, but I thought this would just be really nice that I could pump out a bunch of little cards to show you how to use this washi tape in a practical manner. So like if you're going to make washi tape, why not use it, right? And then everyone can see your unique little cards and they'll be fascinated by what you have on there, because you can be like, no, you can't buy that. I made it. And I think that's really cool. So give me some emojis, thumbs up and do some little heart emojis and some smiley faces. And let me know how excited you are about the schedule change and the fact that we're going to have all the supply lists out ahead of time. I think a lot of you guys will really appreciate that. Hi, Hadassah. And Judy. Judy, you didn't miss anything. We just got started, hon. So I'm just folding out all these cards. I'm not sure how many will get made today, but I want to just make sure that we've got these ready to rock and roll, because I have a feeling these are going to come together pretty quickly. So one of the things that makes this super easy to do is if you have a stamp set that already has sentiments, so that you can put like your pictures and your tape on the outside and your sentiment on the inside, or vice versa, however you want yours to look. Hi, Deanna. Cheers to you guys. Happy Sunday. I'm glad you're here. So before I get this other side all wet on that washi, let's go ahead and use some of this washi on this side to create some fun little cards. So I really love this sweet little cherry one that says "You're Berry Sweet." So I'm going to try to center that "You're Berry Sweet" on there. And this one I'm just going to like cover with the washi. And then we can cut it off on the other side. And I'm going to stagger it a little bit because, let's see, I'm going to go this way. And I'm going to put one in the middle. And that way I should be able to get this one staggered in the middle. If you see what I'm doing here, I'm kind of creating, let me move this out of the way so it's less distracting. Trying to make it so that it's kind of going in a diagonal, so you're seeing a little bit of each one. With the sayings, not the cherries. Because I just, hand stamped this. I didn't make sure that they were all exactly right. But you've got like "You're Berry Sweet" going diagonally here. And that's super cute. And then I'm just going to cut off the extra. And I can stick that back on my nonstick sheet if I didn't use it all, so that I can still reuse that part. Oh, Fizzy! I'm so glad you're here. How exciting. Hello, my friend. Thank you for posting the rock. That was really fun. If you guys didn't see the rock video, that's another really fun one you might want to check out. How to put any image that you have on a rock using tissue paper and just printing out your image on tissue paper and then Mod Podging it right to the rock. So here's a little card already made, and then all we had to do was just use our handmade washi tape and put it right on there. And then because I have the set, I can still say one of the sayings. Let's see which way I got these guys in here. I can still stamp, not say, one of the sayings on here. So this is all "You're Berry Sweet." So I'm going to use this one right here, "Sweet Thing," and put that on the inside. Oop. I just need to grab my black. And so just pop that right in the middle there. "Sweet Thing." So there's one. Super easy. And then I just wipe these off. And the black, of course, stains the stamps, but that doesn't affect how they work. So you just wipe them off and then stick them back on the sheet. There we go. Let's do another one. Now you can get crazy and do all kinds of stuff that you want with these. It doesn't really matter how you do them. I was thinking of doing this banana one for sure. This one's super cute. I got it stuck to my caution tape, so I'm going to pull that back down. Ta-da. And so remember, this is dollar store masking tape. Let me just pull this out. You get a whole huge roll. So it's nothing special. So you guys probably all have a little bit of that. Maybe a dollar store or maybe a cheap way of getting that kind of tape. I'm going to put this one diagonal because there's a saying that I want to pop on here. So I'm just going to pop it on diagonal like this. Chop a little bit of it off. Even with the card. And then I'm going to absolutely save the rest of that banana strip because I don't want to throw that out. I can still use that on another card. Okay, and I've got that going up there. And then I'm going to take my little black marker. Down here that would be said like "Sweet Thing." You sweet thing. Oops, I kind of went off the line a little bit there. I'm just going to make it a little wider to adjust for that little mistake I made. No big deal. There we go. And then I'm going to put another little black line on this side, hopefully a little bit closer to the tape. It's not super straight because I have a little bit of the gesso and stuff that kind of came off the edge. So I'm just going to make that line a little bit thicker. Maybe a little bit straighter, maybe not, I don't know. Here we go. There's a little banana one, and then there's a banana saying in here that says, "You drive me bananas," and that should fit right there. I need a little bit longer of a stamp. You drive me bananas. That one's super cute. You could absolutely use these on different kind of cards too. They don't have to be 3x3. They can be regular card size. I think that's really cute, but I'm going to add some little dots on the bottom. I don't know why. I just thought that would look really cute. You drive me bananas. So cute. So we've got 2 little cards made already. Let's see if we can get another one done. And then I will do some more washi for those of you guys who maybe missed the first one. But we've got butterflies. We've got flowers. I'm just looking at what I've got here. Life with you is good. Let's do that. Let's do life with you is good and use the flowers. And we'll put these like going across the bottom. And then I will save that piece. Put it back on my mat. So let's go ahead and see. That's perfect. Perfect size. So we're going back in and using Life is Good. Life with You is Good set. This one is also in the store if you're looking for it. On sale, half off. Not enough ink on there. I can tell. I can see it straight through the stamp. I love clear stamps for that reason. So cool. Life with You is good. The U didn't turn out perfect, but I can go back in with a little black marker that I have and take care of that. And I thought, you know what? I think that my E brush is plugged in. Let me just check. I might be able to spray on some sky or some clouds here for a sec. Had to grab a marker because only certain markers fit in the add-on that I've got on it right now, and my Spectrum Noirs fit in there. The way that they're shaped, they go into this add-on that you can put on the e-brush, and then you push the button and it sprays. So let's give this a shot. What I need is just a piece of torn paper. So I'm just going to use one of our cards and just tear this like, you know, like it might be a cloud. It doesn't have to be perfect. And let's see if we can get something out of this one. I think that I have this plugged in. Let me just double check. Yep. Doesn't want to work down there. Well, let's try it out. Yep, it's working. So we spray a little bit and then move it, and then spray a little bit and move it. That looks good. Doesn't take much, does it? But that's just a fun little thing. It's called the e-brush, and I think it's about, I don't know, about $100 for it or something like that. I got it for Christmas from my mom one year when we saw it in Joann's and it was on sale. I'm going to use my marker to finish off that U. Make it a little bit darker there. And then we've got one that's got some little cloud marks, and Life is Good with You. Life with You is good. Super cute. So now we've got 3 of them. Hello from Seattle, Teresa. Thanks for joining us. Rita, you caught us live. Whoop, whoop. I'm so glad you're here. All right, should we do another little one? Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, and by the way, I also am going to be downsizing my studio and other stuff. So there's going to be things that I'm going to be selling on YouTube, maybe taking pictures and photographing them and putting them in the Facebook Quality Crafts group. So if you're looking to buy some of the stuff that I'm getting rid of, that's where you're going to want to look for it. I have this one already set and ready to go. And I don't have a price on it, but it's going to be coming up. So this is like an idea of what I'm going to have. So this is a priority mail flat rate envelope, padded, and it's completely filled with wooden stamps. Well, some of you guys are totally not into wooden stamps, but some of you are. Some of you remove them from the wood and put them on, you know, in your cases and all that stuff. But this is completely 100% packed full of them. And it's going to be like one price, either that or this might be like a surprise. This is going to be a surprise one because you won't be able to see what's in it. I already glued it shut. But that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it in medium and large flat rate and padded envelopes and medium and large flat rate boxes. And I'm just going to get rid of it all. So on this one, let's go ahead and use something, maybe the smiley faces. Let's do the Mickey Mouse because that's super cute. We did Mickey Mouse together on the channel on the last live. And I really think this would look really fun with some bling. So I'm going to try to capture each color that we have. A little bit of the brown and a little bit of the green. And try to get those little Mickey Mouses in there. I think I'm going to do 2 rows. That'll work. So he's going to get cut off. That's all right. And then a little bit of these 2 colors, the green there and then the purple on this side, and try to get 3 of those guys in there. Like I have everything scattered. I'm going to keep these guys because there's still a bunch of little Mickey Mouses on there, so I'm going to stick them back down. I'm going to be grabbing stuff from all over the place as I get packed up and decide what needs to get packed, and then maybe all of a sudden realize that, oh, I might have needed that for my video and stuff. So if I look a bit unorganized, I probably am going to be a little unorganized at this point. And it is getting warm in here. So let me go ahead and take off this jacket. Are you guys in your PJs today? Because I'm in my PJ bottoms. It's getting chilly in Wisconsin. So I've got on some stripy pants. I'm going to go ahead and I want to do some little blings on here. I think that'd be fun. And I know it's October 1st and I'm late on getting out. I don't even know if I'm going to make Christmas kits this year. I just don't think I'm going to have the time. But I already have kits for Halloween. I just don't have them out listed yet, but I do have one already made. And so there's going to be a few of those, and it's going to be first come, first serve. There's going to be no videos or anything related with that. Just some fun kits that have some paper and some bling and some stickers and stuff so that you guys can create really fun Halloween cards. Alrighty. I'm going to just put some bling on here in between him, in between these little Mickey Mouse guys. Just for fun. I just thought in my mind that would be really cool. So just a couple in between. This is like really wiggly. In between each Mickey Mouse guy. There we go. So much fun stuff going on. I'm going to add some more because I can. Why not? These are like iridescent, like they are like rainbow colored. I don't know if that's going to show so much, but I'll pick it up and show you guys in just a second here. And I'm going to give them another push because I don't want them to fall off. But look at that. And I think it would be really fun to put like some color down in the background too. Like maybe if I did the marker, black marker or something else would be really cute. I tend to buy a lot of my bling from Michael's and Joann's, but lately I've been noticing a lot better prices of bling on Amazon, so I might be posting a little bit more of those too. And let's go ahead and just add something to this, just so that it's a little bit. How about some? So somebody was talking about doing, making it look like they were in like the movies, and I should have done this before I blinged it up. Well, let me see if this will work anyways. I bet if I used, how are we doing on time? Are you guys, can the moderators watch for, I want to ask you guys a question. If you could give me feedback, do you want to see us, do you want me to just keep creating cards with the washi, or do you guys really want to see me make more washi? And you want to be a part of that? Let me know, and if one of the modders could just keep an eye on what people decided for that. Well, this one's really big. I'm going to use the brush one instead. Last time, they said, wouldn't it be cool if we made Mickey look like he was walking in like a film, what do I call that? The film or the projector, you know, where it's got the black lines and then the lines in between, projector film type thing. I'm going to try to just make some of that here. Ooh, that one worked. That one went well. Lots of Liney hair around. I don't know how much longer Liney's going to be with us, dude. He is just getting so old. And he's like got cat Alzheimer's, I swear. It's going to come down to those, little jewels. I think it's a film strip, exactly. Thank you guys. So actually the film strip would be coming down right where those are. So maybe I'll just put a line up and down from each little bling. It's not going to be super straight, but let's just wing it. So it looks like he's doing a film strip. Does that look good? For kind of a last minute kind of, let's just make it look like it. I think this is turning out super cute. There we go. Now, if you've got a film strip stamp, that would be even better. But I like the bling on there, too. It really gives it a little bit more of a watch. A little bit more of a fun look. I don't know. Where did that come from? More washi. You guys want to see me make more washi? People really wanted to see me put these into cards, but I mean, you guys could make all kinds of cards. Look at that. Just in the first few minutes that we've had here, we've created 4 really fun cards. So, I mean, use the stamp sets that you have around the house. Purchase the ones from the store if you like those. And just go nuts. I can't wait to see what you guys made. So now today, when I finish here and I go back to the Facebook group, I'm going to put out an album for what you made with your washi. They don't have to be cards. They can be anything. So just make something with your washi and then show it off. Let me just put this thing back on here and get the stamps out of the way. And we will make some more washi. I leave like everything laying out all over the place when I create. Then I gotta end up being like, oh my gosh, I don't have any more space. I gotta clean some stuff up. But when I cook, I like clean as I go. Are you like a clean as you go cook, or like how do you craft and how do you cook? So look at that. We put a little dent into some of that washi tape. We didn't use as much of that stuff though. Used a couple of those. Here we go. Hello, Anna. Welcome. Glad you're here. So we've got 4 more strips here. And you guys voted that you really wanted to see this angel bear. So we're going to start out with the angel bear. But first, I use my homemade gesso to gesso these up, which reminds me I have to move some of this stuff out of the way and bring in the rinse well. I'm going to try to give you a look at my dirty rinse well here. So this is what the rinse well looks like. It has 4 little spots for your brushes to sit in these little holes, which to me is really not that big of a deal because they're kind of kittywampus. This is the well, or the water, you know, where the water sits. Goes into this little well here, and then when it gets dirty, you just press this button and it goes down that little hole and into the reservoir underneath, and then all you do is you take this whole thing off. And that's where it is underneath. And then you just dump it out, wash the whole thing up, put water back in here, and put it back together. If you're looking for this rinse well, it's linked in the store, qualitycrafts.com. Upper right hand corner, click on store, and then wait for a moment to everything to populate, and then go all the way down to the Amazon links, and that's where you'll find this. It's linked there. I use it all the time. So we're going to go ahead and use one of my brushes, just give this a nice mix. Especially if you let it sit for a really long time, you're going to want to mix this up if there's water that has kind of separated from it. And I do believe that the recipe for this is, some of you guys are cleaning today. Hey, Josie. I do believe the recipe for this is in the description box below, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, you can go back to the other first video and you can find it there. Or you can look up, I don't know if I linked it in the description box. I probably should. I also have a video where I show you, how I make it and how I mix it, if you want to see that, like, step-by-step deal. And I think I'm totally going to use the bigger brush because it goes a little quicker. So you can use gesso that you've made. You can use gesso from the store. It really doesn't matter. The top of this tape can be kind of slippery, and so all this does is put down kind of like a base, like a tooth they call it, for like the markers and the ink and everything to stick to. And it's got, mine has baby powder, white acrylic paint, and glue in it. There's a lot of different recipes out there, so use whatever recipe works for you. Gesso is a very kind of a personal thing, so you can alter it. You can make it thicker or runnier. You can change the color of it. You can make it more opaque or less opaque, depending on what you're using it for. There's a lot of different ways to use it. Because it's got acrylic paint in it, it tends to dry pretty quickly, I think. And so if this doesn't dry as fast as we want it, I'm just going to hit mine a little bit with the heat gun to speed that process up so we can start stamping on it right away. But I like to do long strips like this, long swiping motions to get the whole thing so that I don't have little bitty marks down the whole thing. I like to look nice and smooth. Somebody just asked, what is gesso called in Australia? I have no idea because I'm not Australian. So hopefully somebody that's watching may know if there's a different name for it. Again, if you're trying to make kind of background washi tape or whatever that has those little marks on it, like maybe you're making one that looks like water, then, make marks in it like this. So if I smash my brush into it and I make little short marks, then that's going to show up in my washi. It's not going to be smooth and straight. It's going to be all bumpy, and I'm just going to do this one so we can see how it turns out. And then I'm just going to rinse the brush out. All right. Keep keep your gesso in a nice airtight container so that you can use it into the future and it doesn't dry out. I'm going to give this a little bit of time. The first one is just about dry, except for that spot where I dripped. So I'll probably just use the heat gun a little bit on here. I want to bring this up and see if we can see it. Do you see how this one's all bumpy here, where I smashed the brush into it and just bumped it all up, and the other three are relatively smooth? Yep, gesso is typically used for getting canvases ready for people that are painters. So when I heat mine up like that to make it dry, speed it up, I can smell like all the things that were in it, but mostly it smells kind of like baby powder. So now we've got a dry surface. These are a little bit more damp, but I think it's going to work out just fine. Let's go ahead and take this first one we did and do the little angel bear. Hello, Jennifer and Gretchen. These bears are a little bit larger, so sometimes it's a little bit hard to see if you're going to get that whole bear on. But I'm going to, tilt him a little bit each different way so the whole tape is a little bit different. There we go. We got a whole bunch. And what we learned from the first time we did it, that you really do need to let the black dry. But if you don't want to take the time to let it dry, like I'm not going to now, just be careful not to run something all over the black, because it's just going to smear that wet ink all over the place. So just give it a little bit of time to dry if you have that time. Otherwise, whatever you're using, just be careful of how you're doing it. And then just move a few things around so that I can get to my markers. And again, I'm using my 48 marker set. You can get this same set, but now it's in 56 colors. So instead of 48, you'll get 56, and it's around $25. And it's got these two awesome tips. One big brush tip like Copics, and one teeny tiny writing tip like Bic Ultra Fine. Only these are not alcohol based. These are water based markers, kind of like your Crayola or other kind of markers, that they're not alcohol. I just want you guys to know that. So I'm going to use a bunch of these. I'm going to move some of this other stuff out of the way. I'm running out of space. And I'm going to do some coloring. You can go ahead and color straight in here. You can ink on a block and watercolor with water brushes. And I do believe I've got those two. I refilled them with clear water because last time I had some pretty muddy water in there. This one looks dirty, but the inside is stained. But usually they look pretty clear like that. Yep, I totally hit it with the heat gun already, Elizabeth. Thanks for the tip. So we're going to go ahead and color some of these little bears. So the first bears that we did, originally we used a bunch of different brown colors. This one I'm going to do, it's kind of an orangey color. You can do whatever colors you want. You can actually do like a watercolor wash. You don't have to color straight on it, but I just think that if you want some bold colors, this is the best way to do it. Bright, bold colors. You can add some water to it. We did that the last time. I keep saying last time because when was it that we did the last video? Today's Sunday, so that would have been Thursday. I'm doing like every other. I'll do every other on this one. Every other kind of a light bear, and then maybe every other a brown bear. And then we'll do like a blue wash behind him, because it looks kind of like a little angel bear kind of flying up in the atmosphere. You can also color these with alcohol markers. It's just that these don't happen to be alcohol. So I can pull another alcohol marker out and show you that you can do that. Let's see if I can find a little kind of a light brown. This is a light brown. We'll go ahead and use this one. This one is one of my Ohuhu markers. You can find these in the store too. They're super cheap. There's actually another brand that's not Ohuhu. It's $18.95 for 50 alcohol markers. So if you want that great deal, go ahead and check it out in the store. Super awesome deal. So this is an alcohol-based marker. And so I just want to show you that you can color with these too. This one I hit the black, and so like I said, you gotta be careful to go around the black. You hit the black, it's going to smear because it's not dry. Plus the alcohol just like reinstates that black ink and just starts it running again. So just be careful as you're coloring it. Either that or stamp everything and let it dry overnight and see if that helps. I'm just going to keep coloring and just be careful that I don't touch the black that much. So I think I told people in the Thursday video that I use, I literally save my tiniest stamps in a little ice cream bucket and I label it inchies stamps, because that way I know that these strips are about an inch wide. Yes, the Gesso recipe is in the description of the video. Awesome. I'm glad. I thought it was. But you know, sometimes I'm a little absent-minded, especially with the new job and the new house and all that's going on. Sometimes I lose my wits sometimes. So somebody else, and forgive me if you're here, said that they store their washi on, they wrap it around toilet paper rolls, and I've actually got one here, but I don't have anything wrapped on it. They wrap it around toilet paper rolls and then they cut it into little, you know, strips, and that's how they keep it. But I'm wondering, is that first part of the washi tape not going to come off of here? Or will it come off of here? Like, is it going to stick to this because it's paper and it's not like wax paper or anything? Anyway, let me know if you've got other better ways to do that. Excuse me, I store mine on my mat just because I don't need that mat, so I can just move it around and roll it up if I need to. But you can use wax paper. You can use any like acrylic type thing. So what else was I thinking? Packaging and all that kind of stuff you guys mentioned last time. So that's pretty cute. I don't know about his wings. I think I'll leave his wings white, and we'll do like a blue color wash. And that's like a water coloring technique. We're just going to take out a black and a bright blue marker and just scribble that on. And then a couple of drops of water. The more water you add, obviously, the lighter the blue is going to get. So it just depends on how dark of a blue you want. That is pretty dark. Yeah, that was super dark. So I just watered it down a little bit more. So the beginning of the tape is a little bit darker, and that's okay. You guys can do this any way you want. I mean, you can take some of the darker stuff and then put it in afterwards and make it darker in different spots if that's what you want to do. It doesn't take a lot. Like, I scribbled that on there, and we'll probably be able to color this whole thing and still have blue left over. So if you're concerned about that, this is a really easy way to do it, and you're gonna definitely. Oh, and this is how we did the. We stamped all these little dolphins in blue instead of the black, and like the more water I put on it, do you see that? It just made them run. So that makes a difference too. And the ink that I use, the black ink, of course, is Onyx VersaFine Onyx Black ink. Stays on would be a good one too, so that that one doesn't run on you. So just keep that in mind. It makes a difference. If you're going to stamp things in different colors, they're going to run if water hits them. So we've got the whole thing, and I'm just going to add in a little bit more dark blue here and there in between my bears to use up the wash that I made. Yeah, and that little bit of wash that we made with the little scribble was plenty for the whole strip. That was fun. I should have, you know what, had you guys decide on the next two or three strips that we're going to do what you wanted me to put on there while I was messing around, but I just didn't think that far ahead. So we've got some more fruit on here. I thought it might be kind of fun to do a little orange one. We already did the bananas, and we could do an ice cream one or a cheese. I think this pea one would be super duper cute. So 2 peas in a pod. That way we could do the 2 peas in a pod on a card and then use the washi as our focal point and use the peas. So I'm going to do the peas, and you guys can vote on the other one that you want to do. Do you want to do the orange or the ice cream or the cheese? And I'll go ahead and stamp these while I'm waiting for you guys to decide. So, oh, another thing that I wanted to do last time, which I didn't, and let's do it this time, is somebody mentioned that putting the blue wash made his little white wings stand out, and I've got some stickles here, and it's the diamond kind. I'm going to put stickles on his little white wings. So I think that would be really, really cute. I wanted to do that last time, and we just got, you know, I just get so into what we're doing that some of my ideas just don't come to fruition, but luckily you guys are so excited about this, we got to do round 2. And it looks like this is not running the black ink, which is great. You could also wait until you put your washi tape on whatever project you're doing and then add the stickles at the end. That's up to you. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp some of these peas. Where did I put that? Here it is. Right? So many options. So much fun stuff, so little time. We've got 15 minutes left. I think we can pull off a couple more washis in that time. There we go. I saw a lot of cheese. Do we have an admin that can decide the vote here? Raggedy, I see your posts. Well, at least the one that you said. Why aren't my posts showing up? I see you. You're showing up here. Although if you had any other ones, I might have missed them. So we're going to use a different color of greens for these peas, which I think would be super fun. Oh, you know what? We could even, I know I have stamps that have little faces, and I don't know where they are at the moment, but you could even put little faces on it. You could draw little faces on it for that matter. Draw little faces on your peas if you want. And so just for time's sake, I'm just going to go ahead and color these all the same. Otherwise, I might have done a little bit more blending or different colors or something. And then for the outer side, I'm going to just do a little bit darker so it's not all the same. So the cheese wins. Okay, we'll do cheese next. So here's a little bit darker for the outside. doesn't seem to be running the black at all. And maybe it's just because I'm only doing like one swoop of the color. I'm not sure. That's awesome. Cute. And I'm going to use even another, excuse me, different green for the stem and the leaves. So be thinking about what kind of color wash we want to do behind the peas to make them stand out. Do we want to do blue again? Do we want to try something different? Super cheers, guys! Super cheers! So I'll wait for what color wash you want and we'll go ahead and start the cheese. And there's no real cute cheese saying on here, so maybe you guys can come up with one. What can we put for the cheese? You're the cheese? You're the big cheese? I don't know. Oh, I wish I had a little mouse. Wouldn't that be cute? Maybe we could draw a mouse. I could try my hand at that. Let's do a couple of cheeses and I'll try to draw a couple of mice. Just some little rudimentary ones. Yellow behind the peas, that would be a good idea. I see that so far. Yellow or orange. Maybe a yellow and orange. That would be really fun. You guys are really good at picking out colors. So we've got another vote for orange. I need my other black marker. Okay. I should have put a big ear on him. That's okay, he'll work. That'll work. And I'm just going to leave it at that. So I could have put a big, let's go ahead and put a big ear on him. That'll work. Cute little mice. I could draw the little feet too, but I think I'm going to leave him. And then a little bit of yellow for the cheese. And our mouse will probably be gray. I think last time I did gray, I probably grabbed one of my Spectrum Noirs because my Ohuhus, they have some grays, but they're not very light. And I don't want to like wash out, I don't want to make the mouse so dark that we can't really see his features. So I'm going to grab a lighter gray from there. And we'll do him in light gray. And I'll have to be careful not to mess with his ears too much because otherwise he'll... Oh wow, that's really light. I don't even know if you guys will be able to see that. I'll go one shade darker. So Raggedy says she uses plastic packaging around tubes or PVC pipe in small sections for tapes. That's a good idea. So I just chose a gray in Spectrum Noir that's like one step darker. Hopefully that will... I think that's plenty dark gray. And then we'll do a yellow and orange wash behind the peas for sure. I think they got a little piece of hair in here. That's what I keep messing with. There we go, I got it out. Okie dokie. Let's do, you know what, I have much more orange like on here than I do yellow for choices. So let's go ahead and do orange. And I'm going to mix my orange with kind of this red just to make it a little bit darker. To make sure I'm not putting this right on my bears where I'm going to get all that awesome stickle stuff mixed in and smashed about. So a little bit of orange and red, make a deeper orange hopefully. I could have added pure red, but that's okay. Yeah, even though I cleaned this off, it still came out a little bit blue. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to do some of this orange wash here. In certain areas, and then I'm going to do some yellow too. And hopefully they'll mix a little bit. We'll see. So let's go ahead and try this yellow and see what we get. I'm going to do on the not wet side, so you get a lot of color on there. Oh, look at the little mouse. Creative Tamara. Where do you guys get all those? Oh, we totally could have put pink in his ears. Oh, I missed your little thing. So I think if I would have put the yellow down at the same time as the orange, we could have got a little bit more, a lot more mixing. But I still think it's going to turn out pretty cool. So while it's still wet, it would have mixed together and made, you know, a blend, which would have been neat. But I would have had to have done probably one block with the yellow and one block with the orange and then just moved pretty quick. But that looks pretty cool. The stamp said that I used the cheese and the peas and all that stuff. That came from one called Fisker's Fresh Fruit. It looks like this. Fisker's Fresh Fruit. And so we've got one left. We've got like 5 minutes left. So I think what I'm going to do is just kind of maybe just do a wash for this one and be done. We'll just leave this funky little one. Just so we can see what this texture looks like. Let's go ahead and do a quick wash on that. I'm going to do purple. Because purple is a popular color. Maybe a darker purple. A dark purple. Can we do like a dark purple and a dark blue? I'll try to keep these separate. I should have picked a bigger block. But let's just go ahead and do some blue and some purple. I'm running out of blue because my purple got mixed in. I'm running out of color. That looks really cool. I don't know that the texture piece really made that much of a difference. I don't know if you can tell that it has a lot of texture on there. We'll have to take a look at it later when it dries up. Let's hit it with the heat gun real quick. Yeah, I think I'm going to skip the mice for now, but let's just take a look at that. You can't really see the texture in there after you do that. So not too big of a deal if you do that, but look at how fun that is. Let's do like a little drip of water and see if we can get some different... Will it come up like Tim Holtz does? I don't know. It does. Check it out. You see that? So I put some little drops of water on there and then picked it back up with the wet. That's cute. So I just took my paintbrush, my water brush, and put some little dots of water on here. Pretty heavy dots. And then just went in and soaked it up. And I got dots. Hi, Monica, you made it. We're just wrapping up here. That turned out really cool. There's another one. Fun stuff. So if you keep going over this, I imagine you could probably lift up almost all of that. I need to get rid of some of my stuff here. So let's go ahead and wrap up today. We made some cards. We did some new washies. Take this, you know what? You can post all your new washies and the cards and projects that you made with your washies in the album that I set up over at the Facebook group, Quality Crafts. So if you're not already a part of that, we'd like to invite you over there. It's drama and commitment free. So you don't have to come over and worry about whether or not you're posting certain days or whether or not you're entering stuff. We don't care about any of that. We want to take advantage of whatever inspires you from our group. And that doesn't require you to have to do anything. Just be there and enjoy it and be a part of it. And we love it if you would post stuff that you make. But if you're still not comfortable with it, that's totally cool too. So today we did this angel bear. We did the pea. We did the cheese and the mice. And he'll probably get a background wash too. And then we tried this really new thing. I think I just got some dirt all over this. Where we did a wash here. And then we did some drips. And we pulled up the little white dots. That's really cool. Neat. So yeah, there's a lot of different ways that you can support this channel. If you enjoy what I do here, you want it to continue on into the future for hopefully that I'll become full-time at this. There are different ways that you can support it. Number one is just being a subscriber on the channel. Hit the subscribe button and then hit the bell if you want to be notified every time I go live or I do another video. Watching and being a part of our community group is an awesome way to just so that like YouTube knows that we're continuing and that you like the content and that it's not going away. We're not going anywhere. The other thing you can do is if you are willing and able to pledge on Patreon, it's a monthly pledge. It only gets pulled out once a month in the beginning of the month. And it's totally whatever you want to give. Everybody that pledges on Patreon gets the same reward level. It just makes it easier, and I appreciate everyone who gives, whether you're giving $1 or you're giving $25 a month. It does not matter to me. I still appreciate you wanting to help out. The other thing is that I affiliate through Amazon, which is why on the store, if you're not finding things that you're looking for in the store, it's because I do not plan on being a giant store conglomerate. You can order all of the really fantastic deals and steals and just fabulous products on Amazon, go in through my links at the store, and no matter what you buy from the item you went through the link for, you don't have to buy that item. Whether you buy that or toothpicks or toilet paper or underwear for your husband, it really doesn't matter. I get a small commission, a teeny tiny commission when you guys use my Amazon link. So that's another way to support us, this community, and to keep us going. The other one is to go over to the blog. There's links on the blog. There's information on the blog. It shows you what's going on and people that are invested in this, that are on the design team groups. YouTube has its own design team group for the digis, so I do digis, and they're in the store as well. Plenty of ways you guys can support what we do here and keep this community thriving. I'm always glad to have you guys here. And don't forget to enter the blog challenges that are over there. They're once a month. We just posted a brand new one today. I think it's I can't remember what color it is. It's like either a certain color or do a project using a creature, which the Monster Digis just came out. So if you hit the Monster Digis in the store and use one of them, that would be amazing. And let's see. So we're going to, from this point forward, today is October 1st. We are changing the schedule. So you will see me for the 10-minute subscriber envelope send-in video from Mailbox to Masterpiece at 5 p.m. on Wednesday, and then you will see me on Friday the 6th for altered paper techniques, which is going to be super cool. You're not going to want to miss that. You're going to want to be there, and that's going to be Friday the 6th. And so each week after that, our schedule will be Wednesday and Free Play Friday. Wednesday, Free Play Friday. They will both be starting at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. That will make it so much easier for you guys to remember what time they start, and hopefully we'll get a few more people that weren't able to come into some of the live streams. Don't forget to invite a friend, and I can't wait to see you guys next video.